February 2022 events.
Good news. Admission seekers with not less than 160 score in the 2021 UTN can now apply for any of our undergraduate programs in the ongoing admissions screening for the 2021-2022 academic session. To apply and for further inquiries, please visit www.admission.lmu.edu. NG or call the admission office on +2 3 4 7 0 3 8 2 0 5 6 4 9, +2 3 4 8 1 6 0 8 6 4 5 1 5.
Landmark celebrates Pro-Chancellor, Pastor Mrs. Faith Oyedepo at 64. The Landmark University Pro-Chancellor, Pastor Mrs. Faith Abiola Oyedepo turned 64 on Saturday, February 5, 2022. To commemorate her birthday, the management of Landmark University, ably led by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Aramu, organized an outreach representative of her personality and disposition to humanity. According to the Vice-Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor has a heartbeat for the less privileged in society and has been at the vanguard of offering a helping hand as much as possible and impacting the society positively. She noted that the university would be celebrating her legacy through the outreach to identified places within the host community, which included orphanages, hospitals, and churches. In order to situate the gesture, the team paid a courtesy call to the palace of the Olomu of Omu-Aran, Oba Abdulrahim Adiati, who had his council and chiefs in attendance, to notify him of the event within the community.
Landmark holds 2022 Pre-Attachment Orientation Program. On Thursday, 10th of February 2022, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Aramu, charged students proceeding on Students' Industrial Work Experience Scheme (SIWS) to see the scheme as an opportunity to acquire relevant skills required in the world of work. In her remarks, the Industrial Training Fund's (ITF) Iloran Area Manager, Mrs. Quadri Temiteo, represented by Alhaji Rafs, stated that SIWS is a mandatory skill training program designed for students of higher learning to prepare and expose them for industrial work situations they are to meet after graduation. According to her, providing an avenue for students to acquire industrial skills and experiences, preparing students for industrial work situations after graduation, exposing students to work methods and techniques, and providing students with an opportunity to apply their knowledge in real work situations, thereby bridging the gap between theory and practice, among others, are some of the objectives of the scheme.
Landmark Chaplaincy holds special Valentine's Day Girls Timeout. Landmark University female students have been advised to eschew every form of sexual immorality, irrespective of the seeming social decadence and peer pressure in society. The advice came during the special Valentine's Day Girls Timeout organized by the University Chaplaincy in collaboration with the management on Monday, 14th of February 2022. Leading other speakers at the gathering, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Aramu, passionately took the participants through the topic to excel, stay away from sex. Ms. Fola Oyinloan joined them to be purposeful and minding the way they dress. Wife of the University Secretary, Deaconess Idahan Judith Agahuwa, presented on how to avoid distractions. Other facilitators included the wife of the University Chaplain, Deaconess Oluwagmiyala Wedamulin, and the matron Landmark University Health Center, Mrs. Christine Dacko, who spoke on Don't Awake Love, Wait Till After School, and health cleanliness for ladies. The program featured sessions of presentations, choreography, dance, and a video show on the effects of distractions, among others.
17th Lucrat Webinar, African Union Commission, AUCC, sets to collaborate Landmark University to validate its continental agribusiness strategy. As part of commitments towards the realization of her vision of an agrarian revolution, Landmark University, in collaboration with the African Union Commission, AUCC, held a webinar to situate the role of the university in implementing the Commission's African Agribusiness Youth Strategy within the context of Agenda 2063 on Tuesday, 15th of February, 2022. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Aremu, while delivering her opening remarks, noted with delight the advantages of having the African Union on board, showing the youth's opportunities in agribusiness since the economic development of the nation lies with the youths. The African Union Commission, AUC, Commissioner, Department of Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy, and Sustainable Environment, Her Excellency, Ambassador Joseph Isako, represented by the head, Rural Development Division, Derbe, AUC, Dr. Janet Adim, in her opening remarks also stated that the African Union through her initiatives encouraged African universities to run programs in agribusiness, thereby making it more people inclusive, and also collaborate with national agricultural platforms, ministries of agriculture and local institutions on having a common ground for the development of agriculture in Africa.
Global Women Breakfast 2022, Embrace Diversity in Science, Acting VC urges female scientists. On Wednesday, February 16, 2022, Landmark University female faculty and student scientists converged at the university's International Exhibition Center to commemorate 2022 International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, AUCC's Global Women Breakfast, with a webinar themed, Empowering Diversity in Science. Declaring the event open, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Aremu, charged women scientists to embrace diversity in science to further enhance their research activities and career pursuits. In her presentation titled, Empowering Diversity in Science, The Role of Chemistry and Related Science in the Attainment of Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, Professor Abiodun Aleta of the University of Ilorin stated that chemical processes play unique roles in attaining most, if not all, the Sustainable Development Goals. According to her, chemistry could offer a broad spectrum of services and products essential for daily living that are safe, sustainable, and environmentally friendly. Professor Beatrice Opielo of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology advised women scientists not to be limited by their generic factors but rather take advantage of their gender privileges to advance their career.
Landmark inaugurates Research Ethical and Ranking Committees on Monday, February 21, 2022. Landmark University charted a way forward as both Research Ethical Committee (REC) and Ranking Committee (RC) were inaugurated towards reinforcing the university's research endeavors and position in the global education space. While speaking at the inauguration, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Aremu, noted that the existence of the committees, most especially the Research Ethical Committee (REC), was long overdue, considering its role in the engagement of publishing platforms that have specific requirements for quality publications. She asserted that the university would align itself with the publication ethics as it desires the fulfillment of its vision.
Management welcomes the Agricultural Society of Nigeria ahead of ASN conference preparatory to the 2022 annual conference of the Agricultural Society of Nigeria (ASN), scheduled to hold in Landmark University in October this year. The university management, ably led by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Aremu, and the National Executive of the Society, led by its President, Dr. Muhammad Ishaq, inaugurated the Central Organizing Committee (COC) for the upcoming conference on Tuesday, February 22, 2022. During the inauguration, the Vice-Chancellor acknowledged the enormous task of hosting a conference of a society such as the ASN. She said that the university has ever been a cynosure of excellence in terms of hosting a conference both national and international. Earlier, while warmly welcoming the ASN national executives to the amazing Landmark University campus, the Registrar, Ms. Fola Oyenloy, had corroborated the Vice-Chancellor in expressing the university's readiness to host the conference. The president of the society, Dr. Ishaq, a plant breeder and director at the National Cereals Research Institute (NCRI), Badeji, had earlier stated that their visit had a bifocal aim of inaugurating the COC for the conference.
Landmark University College of Agricultural Sciences, in collaboration with Landmark University Center for Research, Innovation, and Discoveries, LUCRID, presents 18th webinar series on Wednesday, 23, February 2022, theme, Sustainable Food and Agricultural Systems, the Role of Food Co-Stream Utilization. The webinar has Dr. Ayola Olabi of the Ed Research Hub and Dr. Olatunde Oladipupo of Ed Research Hub as facilitators.
Landmark and Breadhub deliberate on leveraging artificial intelligence and robotics innovations. If industrialization would suffice, robotics and artificial intelligence are some of the thematic areas that call for attention, such was the words of the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Charity Ermu, while receiving the Bliss Robot Education Hub Foundation, Breadhub, at a meeting on artificial intelligence and robotic technology and innovations held on Friday, February 18, 2022. She noted the fact that Africa is yet to be fully involved in AI and robotics technology as compared to other continents. Recalling the mission of Landmark University, the Vice-Chancellor noted that to raise a generation of breadwinners, they must be equipped with relevant skills that would meet up with the global challenges. The CEO/MD Breadhub, Mr. Adam Michael, revealing the purpose of the visit, stated that his organization provides learning materials that have simplified coding, robotics and artificial intelligence for prospective students across Africa. Mr. Adam made it known that acquired robotic knowledge can be applied to everyone's daily activities, as he encouraged participants to garner relevant skills in AI and robotics since the world is going in this direction.
Pro-Chancellor celebrates 25 Landmark University top researchers as the university maintains second highest concentration of authors in Civil's top 500 Nigerian authors. On behalf of the Chancellor, Dr. David Oyedepo and the entire members of the Board of Regents, Landmark University, the Pro-Chancellor of the university, Pastor Mrs. Faith Abiola Oyedepo congratulated and appreciated the 25 members of the faculty who were ranked among the 2021 top 500 Nigerian authors by Cival, noting the grace of God and diligence as the distinguishing factors for their success. By this feat, Landmark University maintains her position as the institution with the second highest concentration of authors on the list for 3 consecutive years, 2019, 2020, and 2021. It is worthy of note that the leading researcher in Landmark University for the 2021 Civil Top 500 Nigerian authors, Dr. Adiola Adediran, is ranked 13th on the list.
Landmark holds a 2 days in-house training for administrative and executive assistants on Tuesday the 22nd of February and Wednesday the 23rd of February. Management holds in-house training for administrative and executive assistants. The training was put in place to develop and strengthen the skills, instincts and abilities of administrative executive assistants.
Landmark University 2021-2022 admission is in progress. Visit www.admission.lmu.edu.ng for undergraduate programs or www.spgs.lmu.edu.ng for postgraduate programs.
Choose Landmark University.